to replace him at centre-half and face the challenge of Mark Hateley. The running power of Eddie May has been preferred in midfield to the silkier touch of Brian Rice, and the striking duties are entrusted to Sam McGibbon and the skipper Simon Stainrod. Manager Jim Jeffries' most recent acquisition is Kevin McAllister, signed last month from Chelsea for £200,000. He started his career here at Rockville and has scored 4 goals in his 6 matches to date, so he's re-established as a big favourite. Rangers manager Walter Smith has coped with his embarrassment of playing Richies by leaving internationals Stuart McCall and Maurice Johnston on the bench. Ali McCoy, the scoring hero of midweek, stays on the side, and at long last it's debut day for Alexei Mikhailichenko, the Soviet international, signed for £2.2 million from Sampdoria, where he won an Italian championship medal. He started his career with Dynamo Kiev. The referee this afternoon is Mr. Jim Renton from Cowdenbeath, who's in his 15th season as a Grade 1 official. It's one of those big Premier Division occasions relished in anticipation by the Falkirk supporters, playing host to Rangers, the champions, who are playing in their changed strip of white tops and blue shorts in absolutely ideal conditions. The pitch in perfect condition and warm and sunny overhead. Troublesome perhaps for goalkeepers when crosses come in. But the opening exchanges will be important as Falkirk bid to settle this. Hateley's first touch on, and McCoy's playing close to him with Alshra on the left. Here's John Hughes for Falkirk. And it's the first corner kick of the match to Rangers. So Scott Nisbet and Richard Goff immediately go forward to support Mark Hateley. David Robertson also is there. Important threat for Rangers. There's Hateley! And a brilliant save from Westwater. Now Mark Hateley getting off to an incredible start for Rangers. And Ian Westwater too with that outstanding save, keeping his goal intact. Houstra again with a corner. Westwater making a good catch as Hateley came in. Well, notice has been served on Falkirk already about the intentions of Rangers and Mark Hateley in particular. The Rangers have pushed Peter Houstra forward on the left with McCoy on the right, Hateley through the middle, leaving 3 in the midfield: Ferguson, Spackman and Mikhailichenko. This is Nisbet. Hughes taking no chances. A good leap by Hughes, winning that cleanly from Hateley. The offside flag was up against both Hateley and Houstra. Falkirk very quickly out of their own box there. And they will be relieved, I'm sure, Falkirk, to have survived that opening burst from Rangers. The manager Jim Jeffries was dreading the possibility of losing an early goal. And you can thank Ian Westwater for the fact that this side is still on level terms. It's turned away by Goff. Chance for Falkirk to attack. Stainrod finding McAllister. Doing well to get the cross in, but Ian Ferguson was there for Rangers. There's Baptiste. And McAllister keeps the ball in play. Well, could perhaps have thought about controlling that McAllister at the byline rather than try the first-time cross. And the Falkirk supporters want to see this man in possession as much as possible. Kevin McAllister so tricky on the ball. Baptiste and Hateley together again. It's Paul Smith. Robertson plays it through for Hateley again. McQueen and Baptiste combined for the clearance. No space at all at the moment in midfield. McCoy's coming back to win possession for Spackman. Now Houstra. That's for Mikhailichenko. Caught there by Smith. And the referee will have a word with Paul Smith, I think, for his challenge on Mikhailichenko, but it's Houstra who is a more seriously injured player for Rangers. Well, that tells the story of the conditions this afternoon. A shirt-sleeve crowd enjoying this match hugely. Free kick taken short by Goff for Spackman. This Housetrap. That's a very neat turn. Sending it across there for the opening goal from Scott Nisbet. Well, reverting to the role which took him to Ibrox in the first place. He went there as a striker, and that was a real striker's finish. 9 minutes of the match gone. Set up by the free kick, taken short by Goff to Spackman. He played the house. It was his turn which caused the damage. That appeared to be a shot at goal, and slanted across the penalty box, and Nisbet reacted first. So Scott Nisbet's first goal of the season, and Rangers have been threatening that right from the start of the match. Mikhailichenko to Haitley. The strength of David Robertson wins possession again for Rangers, linking well with Housetrap. Good anticipation shown there by Bapti. Rangers still with a clear edge in most departments. Corner from Housetrap. There goes Haitley again. McCoy's was there also. It's swept off the line by Eddie May. Well, Falkirk living dangerously once again. Haitley causing all the trouble. Turned back by Westwater. That'll be a corner kick though. And these corner kicks causing trouble all the time. That outswinging from Housetrap, finding Haitley climbing superbly to get to that. McCoy's turned it towards goal. Westwater was beaten, but May was there with the clearance. Stevens had the confidence to head that inside, knowing that Nisbet was there to protect Andy Gorham. Mikhailichenko beginning to see more of the ball now, settling to the pace of the match. Linking there with Haitley, that's for McCoy. Good play by Duffy, intercepting that pass. Falkirk would have been exposed otherwise. There's Haitley. It appeared to be a handball, but the referee's only a miss. Here's Eddie May. The tackle came from Robertson. It breaks though only as far as Duffy. Gorham coming for that. He knew that Stainrod was closing in rapidly. Here's Mikhailichenko again. They spotted Westwater off his line. That's a great effort by Mikhailichenko. Right from the halfway line. Well, applause ringing around the stadium for Alexei Mikhailichenko. Wow, what amazing presence of mind and awareness this was. He took possession on the halfway line. He spotted Westwater well out of his goal. And that was a very anxious moment indeed for the Falkirk goalkeeper. Beautifully led off by Haitley for McCoy. Stevens steaming up on the right. Not yet spotted by McCoy. There was Ferguson. McCoy again. Wow, what a brilliant piece of opportunism by Ali McCoy. The relieved goalkeeper Ian Westwater. But a move set up initially there by Haitley's layoff. McCoy's powering his way through, sending it to Ferguson to try the first time shot. The ricochet fell there for McCoy, and that almost surprised Ian Westwater. There's Mikhailichenko. Shooting chance perhaps. That's good play by Mikhailichenko. A delicate ball inside for McCoy. Well, this was Mikhailichenko at his best. Look at the way he received this ball. Went past two men as if they weren't there on that very talented left foot, and then put in a delicate ball toward McCoy. Now Smith. Good running by Duffy. Still has Taylor available beside him. This is Taylor. Looking for Eddie May. Trying to find space in the turn. Nisbet denying him that opportunity though. Here's Stainrod. Headed away by Goff. Once again the Ranger defence very well organised, standing up well to this. There's McAllister. Carefully watched all the way by Gorham as it went wide of the post. Well, a good flurry of activity there from Falkirk. Alec Taylor at the heart of it all. It's the last attacking move of the first half, which Rangers dominated. And it took only 9 minutes for the opening goal to come from Scott Nisbet. Set up by the short free kick, nudged from Goff to Spackman. Then Houstra played the ball across the face of the goal. And there's Scott Nisbet, number 6, the man who turned the ball in to give Rangers a lead, which they thoroughly deserve at half-time. Alexei Mikhailichenko warming to the task as the first half wore on. At half-time, it's Falkirk 0, Rangers 1. The Rangers set off to protect this remarkable record this season. Only 1 goal lost in the opening 8.5 matches. That against Hearts, the league match, which was the only defeat Rangers have sustained this season. Falkirk know then they have a major task for this second half if they are to save the game, but they've been full of fights and spirit this season. Only once have they lost by more than the odd goal. There's the effort from Ian Ferguson. Well, it might have been different than that in his right foot. He took the chance there. First time the ball came across to take it left-footed on the drop. Well, that smile tells the story. There's McQueen, formerly of Aberdeen and West Ham. Stainrod's previous clubs too numerous to mention. Arriving here from France, where he played for Rouen. McAllister. Formerly with Chelsea, that's played through the gap, which suddenly was closed by Richard Goff, intended for Stainrod. Well, what a fine pass it was by McAllister, but you can see how well Goff reacted to cut it off before it could reach Stainrod. Oh, a great play by McAllister. He's away from Stevens, facing Nisbet and Ferguson. Well, a very unfortunate stumble there for Kevin McAllister. Well, he shrugged off Gary Stevens brilliantly in the first time, then set off with Nisbet and Ferguson blocking his path. No question though of a foul at the end. Nisbet's clearance, McCoist is on his own for Rangers. Racing in there on Paul Smith. It's fine play by McCoist. Away from Smith again. Making his way into the penalty area, going down dramatically, but not deceiving referee Renton. Well, McCoist may indeed consider himself fortunate there, because if referee Renton thought that he dived, he could easily have taken some action against the Rangers striker for ungentlemanly conduct. So a change being made now by Rangers. Mikhailichenko gets a well-earned rest, and Stuart McCall comes on. So 1 hour played by Mikhailichenko. He's shown enough in that spell to indicate that he will be a top-class acquisition for Rangers. Still Falkirk pressing. Stainrod, the kind of player who can provide that little spark of inspiration which may well be required to break down the Rangers' defence. Stainrod setting up the first-time shot there, which came from Stephen Cody. Here's with the header. Queen remote from that, and Stevens lets it run for the throw. Once again, John Hughes swiftly in with a challenge ahead of Haitley. There's Spackman. Supported well by Stevens. Here's Ferguson. Spackman again. Haitley's header. There's Stuart McCall. Back inside it goes, and McCoist turns it over. A splendid move there from Rangers. Well, an exchange of passes in midfield, the ball eventually being flighted in there to Mark Haitley. His header across to McCall, to just that very intelligent ball across the face of the goal for McCoist, and that was just over. Haitley strong enough there to hold off Baptiste. Free kick given against Baptiste. Now he's down there clutching his face. Now that's a moment of extreme worry for Falkirk, in view of the fact that Baptiste suffered a fractured cheekbone An aerial clash in a match against Motherwell in the Scottish Cup about 6 months ago. So he'll be clearly concerned about any facial damage. So the sun-drenched Rangers supporters looking for the second goal, and the set piece could produce it. So a quarter of an hour of the match left. Rangers looking for the second goal, which would surely take all the sting out of the closing stages of the match. So the referee bringing the wall back with some difficulty. Hateley on the end of the wall, and leaning back into Bapty in a rather reckless way, Hateley. There's Ian Ferguson, that came off Bapty also. Clearance came from Hughes. Back with Gary Stevens. There's McCoist on the turn. Couldn't get away from Hughes. Well, McCoist looking desperately for a goal here to set off the occasion. Green again. There's Simon Steinrod. Whoa, what a fight ever it was by Steinrod. That would have brought the house down, I think. Well, he has had very few chances this afternoon to demonstrate his incredible striking talents. But when this ball came into the box, on his left foot, he saw the chance to thunder that ball beyond that, and he got on, but sadly for Falkirk, beyond the far post also. Frustration there for the Falkirk skipper. Gorham now will attempt a long ball forward. Hateley will try and get on the end of this. And he did. It's Houstra. And that settles it! It's a classic from Houstra. Well, the argument's surely now over. 11 minutes from the end. A goal of genuine quality from Peter Houstra. And set up again by Hateley. The long clearance from Andy Gorham. Hateley getting up so well under pressure, nodding the ball back down. Houstra controlling an awkward bounce very well indeed, coming inside, then checking to his more powerful foot, the left, and thundering that beyond Westwater. Well, what a fine goal from Houstra. It's only his second of the season, but surely ties up the match now for Rangers as Brian Rice comes on to replace Simon Steinrod. McCoist helping out on towards Hateley. This Ferguson is very quick to the ball. That's from McCoist. A chance now for the third, and it's a brilliant save from Westwater. Well, the save of the match without question from Ian Westwater. After that magnificent move, the ball played up by Nisbet. McCoist helped it on to Hateley. His layoff was picked up by Ferguson, who played the ball into the path of McCoist, and just look at the save from Ian Westwater. Rice did well. There's Cody. The substitutes combining, but Nisbet steps in with that very tidy interception. And referee Renton confirms that the points belong to Rangers. A convincing win in the end. And while Falkirk battled so hard in the early part of that second half, Rangers always seemed to be in control in defence. And then Peter Houstra produced that gem of a goal, 11 minutes from the end, rifling the ball beyond Ian Westwater to tie the game up safely for Rangers, who could so easily have gone further ahead before the end. A convincing win for Rangers over a battling Falkirk side. It was excellent entertainment. The final score, Falkirk 0, Rangers 2.
Well, your first 90 minutes of first team football of the season, how do you feel about it?
I thought the boys deserved the victory overall, Jock, and I was quite pleased to come through the 90 unscathed. It was a very, very warm day, as you can imagine, and a little bit tired at the end, but all in all it was a good day's work.
You seemed quite keen to get your name in the score sheet at the end. One or two good chances. You think you should have scored?
I should have scored the one I was through the goalkeeper. All credit to the goalkeeper, he made a good stop, but I should have scored it.
How about the build-up and some of the moves you're involved in? There seemed to be a lot of good football played in front of Ian Westwater.
I think that's the secret at the moment, Jock. I think we're playing some great football, and I don't think on our day, I don't think anybody touches playing football. We've got some great players in the middle of the park. Mikhailichenko come in today and pass some good balls about, but it's turning them into goals. But it's obviously good to watch for the fans, and I think they'll be pleased at the start we've had to the season.
Now, you've been here throughout all the changes since 1983, in fact, with Rangers. What's the big difference, do you think, right now? And how do you rate this particular team compared to the ones you played in before?
That's a difficult question. With all due respect, I've been lucky enough to play some great players over the years at Ibrox, but I think this is the best footballing side I've been lucky enough to be involved in. Some of the football we play, especially at home this season, it's been fantastic to watch. And I don't mean that derogatory to any players that I've played with, but I think this is the best team I've been involved with at Ibrox over the years.
You didn't have it easy though today. What did you think of Falkirk?
There's not many teams will relish coming here, there's no doubt about that. I think the battle and make you work for every tackle and every ball, and we're very pleased to be coming away with 2 points.
One thought then for Wednesday night, the Switzerland international match. You've had a full match, you had a good hour on Wednesday night against Hearts. Are you hopeful of getting a start on Wednesday?
Oh yeah, fingers crossed. I think when I've been asked to do a job for Scotland, I like to think I've done fairly well. So I'll keep my fingers crossed, but it won't be the end of the world if I'm not selected. The main thing is getting the result over there.